Welcome back, everybody. I keep forgetting where my camera is. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute. I know you've missed me. I've missed all of you. You know who this is. It's your girl, the Mary Jane Maven, for the 2023, aka Your Highness, aka Elevation on 100, aka Female Smoky, aka Educatress. That's not what I was going to say. So we'll, we'll stop the AKs there. And you know who is here with me? My ace boon coon, my baby, my side. I am his rib. If you guys really believe in all that. Hubby,
But I am the one.
I wish you guys could see. He doesn't even have to say anything. He just presses a button, and that's serious. So, hello, the one, Mondo. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel great being back, doing our creating and sharing the content, sharing my crazy opinion on things. Crazy, but right, usually. Um, just to let you guys know, it was a bit of a break. I'm going to be completely honest and vulnerable for a brief second. I just was not feeling creating content for this podcast. I felt like a block. Um, and that's because I'm going through an evolution or a journey as far as my career and what I'm doing within cannabis. Um, I am going to stop this year, specifically making other people, mm, I don't want to say rich because they're not doing too good of a job right now, but making other people successful and doing what I know that I can do. So I've come this far in my journey where I've set goals for myself and I've reached them. And me being an Aries and me being me, sometimes you have to tell those old habits, get away. Um, but it was mind fucking me. Let's just say it was really just getting all up in here and it was just making everything discombobulated. And like I said, just a complete block on my creativity. I did still during that time record our other podcasts. I will say talking about sex and things like that is a little bit easier than wanting to get into education and really talking about cannabis and the wellness lifestyle. However, I had to have a come to Jesus talk with myself. I was like, bitch, get your shit up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop blocking what you know your purpose is and your passion. And once I had that little talk with myself, everything just kind of became clear. So what you can always learn, what I hope you take away from, these episodes is learn from my stumbles, learn from my mistakes. You may be feeling the same way and not even able to identify it. So use an example. And when I reach out and I talk to you guys and I share times like this and vulnerable moments, and maybe take a little bit of self reflection, smoke, get in that mindset, write things down. Things become really clear when you write things down. Like you may not even realize that you're feeling that way, but subconsciously you'll write something down and all of a sudden it's like a light bulb goes off. So take that time to do so. Pretty soon you're going to be able to do that and the Mary Jane Maven journals, and a couple of other things that are coming out as well. I think it's really good for people to learn about how cannabis works best for them by once again keeping journals. So I'm going to have a couple of things that help with that, help out with creativity. I also wanted to say that once I got out of my little slump and little feeling sorry for myself, my LLC is now created. Shout out to Zen Business. My husband and I have completed our media company and the LLC formation there. So Lord and Lady, or LM and LS Media. So you guys will soon be seeing a channel for that. Instagram's coming up, and that's going to actually have all of our content from all of the podcasts that I host, as well as take a bow. Uh, what hubby and I are doing is trying to create this, this conglomerate. Definitely be able to build some generational wealth and then wealth on our own terms, and then just doing what we love. So hubby's podcast about 2A rights, and being a gun tuber, that will be part of the network. My son, his anime podcast is going to be part of it. as well as my Don't Talk, Just Listen, as well as our Soulmates and Swingers, as well as a React podcast that I'm doing with family right now, our cousin of ours. That's going to be coming out very soon. And then, of course, Menage with the Mary Jane Maven is just going to be another place under Lord, or I keep saying Lord Mondo and Lady Sativa Media, but for short, LM and LS Media. So that's what I've been busy doing. But I'm so happy to be back and sharing with you guys. I have some really, really exciting things, coming in the pipeline. We have some return guests, some of the favorites that are coming back. Big Kurt's coming up. We're going to be talking about some of the favorite brands and weed strains that are out there. Even though California and Washington are super close, the brands are so different. Um, a lot more, I feel like, of celebrity brands are present there, but we'll talk about that on that episode. But before we get started, I do want to, of course, I love my quotes. That helps you guys to get in the mindset and to know what this episode is going to be about. So, everything that I do is about elevating your lifestyle, educating yourself, educating your wellness, and really helping you to create and cultivate the life that you see fit and the quality of life that you see fit. Tonight's special guest co host was and is one of the favorite guest co hosts that we've had on our podcast, Soulmates and Swingers. His name is Wesley. He's going to be coming in one moment here. But before I bring him in, let me go ahead and let you guys know about the quote. And then you know what that is a cue for. We go sesh. We go spark and salutations. But this is super important. I think that everybody needs to kind of take stock at the beginning of the year, new moon, whatever you feel like you need this kind of cleansing or you need this reset. You want to make choices for yourself that keep you closer to a peaceful state of mind. Put distance between yourself and unsettling situations and people. So you are going to, just like we recently, I was telling my 14-year-old, you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to respect you. And sometimes you gotta he's a very, 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 very innocent and pure and good soul. And I think that sometimes between his father and we tell him, don't stand up for anybody's shit, push back. He's like, well, isn't there another way to deal with that? Yes, there is. But sometimes, like I said, you have to let people know, fuck around and find out. You want to fuck around? Then you're gonna find out. And that's pretty much what that quote and what the antithesis and the I don't want to be superfluous, which we'll talk about that in one moment. That is an awesome word. I know you guys are like, she's spitting bars right now. What is that? But you don't want to let anybody have control over your happiness and who you are. Cannabis can definitely help with that. But we're going to jump into that in just a moment here. Let me stop blabbing. You guys can tell that I've missed you.